Saved by the fart.
Oh, welcome to Beach Cops, where what are the top stories we're going to talk about?
Oh, school's in session.
Get to class,
Welcome
you
to Beach
fucks.
Cops.
Beach Cop School. We're back.
We're going to talk Mexican aliens.
School's in.
I've got some ideas to pitch you guys.
I saw a monk potentially get abducted by an old couple in my neighborhood.
What in the fuck?
A Tibetan monk dressed in the full garb.
Oh, they wanted to see if he had shaved Tibetan balls.
I just heard him go, no, come in. And
Maybe
he's
been
like,
a role play situation.
this guy's the greatest monk role player of all time. I wonder if they're going to feed a monk fish. Is that legal?
Or or suck on his monk fruit.
Yeah. That's like, I don't know.
What about his mung fruit?
Baby, his Charlie monk fruit?
Munger fruit.
Did you guys hear about the monk in...
Is this a joke?
Greece. He was Greek Orthodox monk. He died at 82. He'd never seen a woman.
What?
Never seen a woman.
What did he jerk it to?
Rocks.
Horses?
Men?
Oh, Jesus.
Horse and rocks.
Oh, rocks? Maybe, yeah.
Rocks,
maybe
men,
boobies.
horses.
Like
He could
two
have been
rocks.
asexual. That's crazy. Never seen a woman.
Yeah, I grew up in a monastery.
What did he do when he saw, was that when he died?
He never left. He was always in the monastery.
Okay.
On his
Never-
82nd birthday, they brought in 18 strippers. And he just
Dude,
died.
that would kill me.
He
That would kill
died.
me right now.
Dude, can you
Died
imagine
right on the spot.
if you
Just one woman and Nicole Smith look alike. Just fucking...
Dude, that would be
blow his
hilarious. If
mind.
that's the reason that he died, because an Anna Nicole Smith impersonator.
Smother him with her titties.
Why didn't they introduce him to women slowly with female impersonators? And
Oh, that'd be
dudes in
great. They're
drag
like, here's some
first?
boobies, but there's also a wiener.
Yeah, so you don't get too weird
Yeah,
about
so
it.
suck on that for a while, and when you get comfortable, we'll show you.
We'll reduce the size of the wieners you're sucking until
Slowly.
until you're finally licking.
And he's like,
pussy.
"Look, this is the most wienerless woman I've ever seen."
Was he the only guy there like that, or was everyone there?
I think he's the only one, yeah.
Dude, I would have loved to have gone to that monastery and brought like a club magazine, like the real hardcore,
This guy loves
dirty
Club Magazine,
porn,
dude.
and shown. He would have just, dude, he would have blown a load in his robe so hard it would have torn a hole in it.
You think so?
Or do you think he would have been grossed out?
I think he would have been grossed out because do you remember when you first saw hardcore pornography?
I loved it.
Did you love it?
From day one, I loved it.
Because I thought it looked like a horror movie when I first saw it.
How old were you?
I was a kid.
Like 7?
I was like maybe 9.
Oh,
Probably.
I was way younger, and I was like, "This is for me for sure."
No, because
This is gonna be a big part of my life.
I remember feeling like sick in my stomach. You know,
I remember feeling sick in my penis, like it had to throw up.
I might have been older than that. I might have been maybe 10, 11, 12. I don't remember.
Oh, at that point, you're like, "This is fucking fantastic."
No, you don't remember. Danish, do you remember ever being grossed out by hardcore porn? Because I'd only seen Playboy
Trying to
stuff.
think of the first time I saw it. I think maybe someone showed me, like, it depended on what it was. Somebody showed me like a horrible, like just like not attractive people, like old school 80s, 70s.
This was bottom of the barrel hardcore pornography.
Oh, I liked all of that. I liked when they used to send in the amateur beaver shots,
Yeah.
like the amateur, like, "Hey, your wife, who's like 50, wants to like be in the magazine."
Yeah. You know what it was? It was the hairy pussies with the I didn't know that there was interlabias,
Oh, so you're looking at like a medical book.
And like, no, I wasn't looking
So
at
they're
medical
spreading wide.
like
open.
when they're spreading open wide and you're seeing everything in the pussy. I wasn't ready for that.
I was immediately like, "Why aren't they peeing right now?"
I did like the peeing stuff, and I will say part of the
Penthouse got big into the peeing.
part of the reason I like the butthole so much. I remember even as a kid being like, well, these buttholes look pretty normal. The pussies look all fucked up.
If I could just look at all buttholes and titties, I'd be good to go.
Yeah.
So you recognize.
I recognized it. I was like, okay, this makes sense. This is a butthole. Everything's normal. It's
By the
not
way,
like
there's no way
all
that
these squiggly flesh lines hanging down and all this other shit.
we'll never get any reach through YouTube. Did you see that they're now like flagging stuff that have the F word in it? Podcasts are bleeping fuck out of it.
Yes, for the first minute.
Well,
First minute.
first minute on this show
We got real wild.
is a billion worse than
I will
fuck.
say this though. So I felt
This guy's
sick.
talking about interlabias and buttholes.
I was looking at it in a stash in the woods. I felt sick to my stomach and thought it was gross. The next day, I went right back to there and beat off to it, no problem.
Just took you one day. That's all.
I did, but I remember being initially grossed out, and then my brain digested that information and I went right back.
You're like
Rode
a
my
young-
fucking bike all the way over, back again, and found the spot.
You're a young monk.
How's it like a young monk?
That monk needs to go to Vegas. Some of these boobies are cartoonishly.
Did you see
fake.
any street nudity?
No street nudity, but I saw a few women dressed as showgirls for like photo ops with basically booby tassels on. That
And
was it.
Thongs on?
I think so. I saw a woman who was probably upwards to something bills, thong with like a fishnet over
Talking
it.
my fucking language now, dude.
Do you know where this?
Was
Do you
she
know where
posing
DeWitt's
for-
heading right now? He's getting in his car driving to Vegas.
Was that
right
lady
after the show?
Was that lady posing for a photo with Holtzman or?
That's a good point.
She was not, but we all saw. It was me, Eleanor, and our opener. We're like, "Whoa, that's quite the sight. Quite the sight to behold."
I love that kind of stuff, man.
I bet you do.
You?
Yeah, sorry. Do you want? Should we break some new ground by me pitching you guys some more ideas?
That's what you need.
Do you want to get off the whole? I want to have sex with big butt lady.
By the way, though, another up your alley is the early show.
Uh-huh.
A lot of senior citizens. You would have been really,
horny for them.
really loving it. One
I will
lady.
say, it's been the gilf porn, like horny grannies with big old bombers, has been my thing.
One, there was 4 British people, and I was like, "What are we doing after the show?" And the lady's like, "Whatever you want."
For real?
She was like an older lady. You would have been like, "I'm coming."
You would have disappeared. You were like, I'm on a plane back to England.
In between her
I'm
butt
leaving my
cheeks.
family, and I'm heading to England.
I gotta lick a strange old lady's asshole. That would be so. That's bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, but
I
if they
think, for
can't
me.
keep the teeth straight, you know those buttholes are fucked up.
Explain the logic of that, please.
The British people.
Yeah.
They're not brushing their butthole teeth.
Yeah, their teeth are all fucked up.
What does that have to do with their butthole?
Dude.
Saying if you see the teeth, what is
On a
what you
daily
don't see looks
basis,
like.
you take care of your fucking teeth.
Yeah.
The butthole's the last of your care regimen.
That's-
So if you
it
can't
says
take
you,
care
dude.
of your teeth, you are fucked. with
I've
your
dated
butthole.
women who
So
have.
do you floss your butthole
I
first?
have dated women who have had dental problems and still kept immaculate buttholes.
How bad were the dental problems?
Some of them were bad.
No teeth?
Like
No.
gingivitis?
No,
Bleeding gums?
Yeah, bleeding gums.
You know they
You're kissing them?
they don't have guns over there, so they don't walk around with clenched assholes like we all do.
I
in
know.
America.
Good. It's a good point.
You're,
Good point.
they don't have guns, you're right. I've seen these guys flex. No biceps.
Oh, he turned it around on you, Aaron. Are you cool with that?
I mean, it still stands.
Bring it,
They
Aaron!
don't walk around with clenched buttholes because they don't have arms.
And so he went up to you. So you guys have to kiss.
Yeah. Aaron, do you have a pergola?
What's a pergola?
You know, the fucking slats. And
What?
it's like a
Pagoda?
pergola.
That made no sense. You know the fucking slats?
I worked with a girl named Pergola once.
Really?
Were you in
No.
pergolatory?
Pamela Pergola.
You know the fucking
Poopala
thing.
popala.
It's got the fucking beams that go across it. It keeps a little bit of light out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't understand it because you always have to move because there's like sun coming in hitting your face.
Yeah.
Pergolatory.
The Hampergolatory. I saw a good bumper sticker on the way here.
What was it?
Said this Toyota fucks.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's a good bumper sticker, dude.
Do you think it really fucks?
They got to get to the one that goes, "This Toyota sucks."
Yeah, you're right about that.
Sucks. It sucks and fucks. Before you get into this, since we're talking about shows,
Yeah.
this show's been on. I'm assuming this show's been on in Britain for a long time, but it's now on HBO Max. It's called Naked Attraction, and it is fucking.
Is it the dating naked show?
It's the where you have one person. They tell the people what they like. They find 6 contestants. They're in boxes that have like a door that slides up. The first level that it slides up to is full genitalia.
Whoa.
So they walk around, go,
Time out.
"Do you like this penis? Do you like this pussy?"
Time out. When
Is
has
it-
a pussy ever been a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Is the penis soft or is it hard?
Well, one guy at the end, he won and he hugged the chick and he got a half boner.
Okay,
and they showed it.
Okay,
but also this is not you. It's not sexy at all.
Was she flattered?
She didn't look at it. It's a very awkward show. It is extraordinarily awkward.
Hello.
The host does a great job.
I like your penis.
Hello, I like your penis.
No, they don't address you. They can't talk to you. They talk to the host, and they stand right next to the penis. And she's like,
I like his penis.
one guy's penis was too big, and she goes, "I'm 5'3". I can't. I'm not going to deal with that penis." And the guy was super pissed.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, you're going to discriminate against me just because I got a hammer?
So you're saying I almost got a big British dick?
And then they go up to the chest.
In Great Britain, I'd have a big old.
No, this guy
So why'd
was,
you just move, huh?
This guy was African. The guy with the huge wango.
A little racist.
Was African.
Uh-oh.
No, she's like, she goes, I've been destroyed by these before. So.
Jeez. She's like, I was in the Peace Corps in Africa. I've been limping ever since.
Yeah.
Which is just, it was a guy in Britain who had a big wang. It's not just the African. It's not just the only African.
Did he meet, there's a woman who's like, I'm 6'5" and I'm ready for it.
No, but they had all shapes and sizes. They had a chick.
That is crazy. If a woman's pussy is bigger because she's taller.
But they're all uncircumcised, right?
So not all of them, and some of them didn't like. They're like, it's a little too much meat hanging off the tip. One chick.
I've never heard a woman give a fuck about the way a limp penis looks.
By the
you
way,
know?
there was a chick on the show who was like, because I only watched one episode. Because after that, I was like, this is just, I can't take the awkwardness of this.
Yeah.
There was a lady, she was bisexual, so 3 women, 3 men.
Yeah.
And so then she looked at all the pussies, inspected them.
Uh-huh.
Some of them had pubes. There's all, and then they turn around, and some dudes have like, you would hate this, just asshole hair creeping. I've never seen hairier cheeks. It was like Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf's fucking ass.
Yeah,
cheeks.
in the wild, a straight guy's ass is one of the most disgusting things.
But one pudgy white guy with a regular sized dick was in direct competition with this chiseled fucking Jesus looking guy with a huge wang.
Yeah.
And even the white guy goes, I can't believe that I've made it this far.
That's funny.
He's like, I get it. And then so she was like, no, I like this
What
guy.
would you look for if just physically? That's a weird
That's
thing.
the thing. I've
Who gives
seen
a fuck about the way the pussy looks?
But I've seen all sorts of things that I like what I like when I see it. I don't have a criteria other
weird.
than heroin chic, hillbillies.
It's weird to see naked the first thing.
Yeah, that is weird. Now, I can pick out an ass I like, you know.
Well, then they do that. So if this one lady was like, I'm an ass man. Or ass lady.
I'm an
and
ass
she goes,
man.
and so there was a
I love to
dude.
fuck dude's butt.
She goes, I like a juicy ass.
Oh, okay.
And that's when my wife turned to me and she said, oh, you'd crush right in this part.
She wasn't even watching it with you.
She was watching it with me.
This guy has his imaginary wife next to him, being like,
Imaginary wife.
"You're so funny on Beach Cops. You got the biggest butt. You got the best lips."
My wife is very supportive of me. She says all those things. She says wonderful things to me every day when I leave the house.
Why do you rub that in my face?
I can't help it. I have a supportive wife. And also at the end, the person who's choosing, they have to get completely naked so that the person, when they first see her, she's completely naked as well. It's amazing what some of these women don't like on their body. This lady had the best titties, and she goes, I don't like my titties.
Why not?
And I was
Why'd you
like,
them?
what the fuck?
What kind of titties did she have?
Beautiful. Just like solid C cups. She goes, they sag too much. I go, that's a natural.
I like
sag.
a little sag.
It's a
On
natural
a bigger
sag.
tick, I like a bitter. What the fuck?
Bitter tigs?
On a bigger tit, I like a little bit of sag.
The bra is ruining titties.
You think so?
The bra actually destroys the muscles that retain the tit from flopping around.
Oh, is that true? I didn't know that.
That is true. Bras have ruined titties, made them sag.
That's fascinating.
So stop wearing those bras.
Burn 'em.
Get your titty straight
I don't
back.
give a fuck about titties. Any size of tit. Like,
Oh, you would have loved this chick. She had an areola. Everyone commented. They're like, this is crazy. She had an areola that was almost completely the same color as the titty.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, and even the lady goes, "Oh,
Don't
I've
let
seen
me-
a lot of titties."
Don't
but-
make me bring up that Apollonia picture.
Hey, this guy loves to post that.
Maybe it was her.
Invisible nipples.
It's too early in the show to post.
It is
to
true.
post porn on here.
It is true. I like a velvety, huge areola every now and then.
But this wasn't a huge. This was like it blended in. It was like camouflage areola.
I would love to see DeWitt on this show because I think your commentary would be fascinating.
Yeah, but then when I'm naked, my body is fucking terrible.
Well, that's what you
a
have
lot
to
of
endure.
a lot of these people said this was the greatest thing I ever did because I'm not. These people weren't all jacked.
Yeah.
These people had varying bodies, and by the way, some of them made pretty far.
I will tell you this: if I didn't have bitch tits, I would be naked all the time. I would just always.
But what if
Some ladies like 'em.
Yeah, what if like they're like,
What ladies like them? I love to suck a nice hairy tit.
You
on
got to
a
watch
dude.
this show, dude. Some people were like, you'd be
Dude,
shocked
imagine
at the
if I-
people that got cut. Some dudes were jacked. She goes, "Oh, I don't like shredded pecs."
Oh, that's awesome. Imagine if I was dating a chick that just loved to squeeze my tits.
They're out there.
But that
you
doesn't
get
exist.
your nips worked around?
I get my nips worked on, but Tammy's not going, oh, yeah. She's not doing the fucking titty squeeze massage thing.
Should it come up behind you? And
I would
just-
let her do it. If she wanted to do it, Tammy, if you're listening, if you want to do it, I'm okay with that.
She just said, "Cool, she's in here.
She does not join the chat.
She's in the chat."
She said, "There's a picture of her too with you and a newspaper from today."
Yeah, and she's cupping.
It says, "This is
she's
me."
cupping my breasts.
Also, you got to think too. If you watch this show, you'll realize that everybody is their tastes are so specific that sometimes it doesn't fucking matter. Like one lady's like, the dick, whatever. I don't give a shit as long as it works.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't like pecs. Some people are just like, I like asses, or I like skinny legs.
Yeah.
Or I like thicker midsection. It's crazy.
I like pubes.
Hot chicks.
Some people like
hot
pubes.
dudes
I like.
get cut
I
all
like
the time.
I like a deep navel.
voices.
You like a deep navel?
No.
Better than an Audi.
I don't really.
Yo, you like an Audi? What about a Volkswagen? I mean, they're the same.
Okay, dude.
Dude. Also, some of the dudes, the voices, they go, "Oh, the voices doesn't match the body. I don't like it."
Hello.
It wasn't even that. It was just a random.
Hello.
Boo. You suck.
This guy has a huge wiener, and he's like, hello.
That would affect it.
Yeah. How you doing?
Oh, it doesn't match his uncircumcised huge
I'm a
dog.
sand tycoon from America.
If a chick had a nice ass, she could have just straight up just nipples on the chest. That's it. You know?
What about a man voice? Deep voice.
How hot is this chick?
Like perfect.
Yeah, then yeah. Who gives a fuck?
But like a deep, deep voice.
That's gonna
Best
be weird.
baritone in the business.
What about when you spread the cheeks and there was a penis sticking out of it?
And I get to suck a dick inside an ass?
Dude, I may have just stumbled upon the most insane erotic thing for DeWitt to do. You spread the cheeks and there's a penis, an erect penis that pops out. You could suck.
It'd be
between the
unbelievable.
But there's
That'd be one of the
some
most unbelievable things.
duty on it.
How much duty is on it? Because I might
Enough.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this. As I get older and more disgusting, I might end up being a duty guy. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just embrace the fact that I'm a guy who's going to get shit on.
I like
you know?
I like what I hear there.
I don't know what to make of it. I am ashamed of it, but it's coming. I can feel it.
Finally.
I can
Yeah.
feel it coming.
you're
I can
coming. You're
feel
coming
it
all right.
Coming on my chest.
I'm already into
tonight.
farts. Like it's farts
Yeah.
are duty adjacent.
It's the gateway.
Will you do me a favor? If you get into duty play, can you never tell me that you're into it? Because I'm not going to let you in my house.
Okay, but
I'm not going to let you in my house.
I take showers.
I'm not going to
dude.
touch your hands.
Where do you do duty play?
I don't know.
On a
because-
tarp?
on the,
Where-
on the chest?
I think
on the fingers?
Honestly, that was the first thing I thought was.
No, but how do you get to the bathroom without getting a?
Well, you got to have paper towels nearby.
You've got to have. I thought about this yesterday.
Where do
Wait,
you
I'll
throw
never
it?
sit
I think
in
you've-
something in your house. Because what if you're getting duty play and you're like, oh crap, I got to go run and pick up my daughter or something, and you just wipe it off, but you don't take a shower.
No, you have to take a
And
shower.
Or
your-
you
and
gotta-
your shirts have shit streaks.
You
on
have to take a shower after duty
Or
play.
you got to cook some of your Indian dinner.
There is no casual duty play and then running a few errands with a little bit of
The
shit.
more
on
you do it, the more comfortable you get, and the more duty will be left on the body after the play is over.
I don't know about that.
Derek says DeWitt texted me about this yesterday. He was saying he's already into the duties, but he
Hold
wanted
on.
to test it out on you guys.
Who is this?
Derek.
Derek, show me your hand and show me this text.
And then Earl of Lemongrab says all of a sudden Andrew has a ham hock with a hole in his backyard. Is that true?
Oh,
No.
yeah,
Getting
dude,
some
you
John
are.
McAfee play?
You are McAfee. Also, you have been talking about inventing antivirus software for a while.
Yeah, as a way to get into having girls shit on me.
Didn't you get a glass coffee table recently?
I would do that now.
He's gonna get
I
a-
would do the watching the duty from the glass coffee table now.
Dude, you're going to get a glass eye from a worst case of pink eye you've ever had in your life. They have to remove
I'm
your
under
eye.
a glass. Who
No,
cares?
but it's going to progress. You're not going to be like,
Yeah,
you're like
yeah,
what would it
it's
be
gonna
like if the
progress.
glass was God?
I used to try to watch Pancakes take a dump. She'd never let me.
Dude, we are getting...
Do you want me to get into something
I don't
else?
want you to talk about this anymore because I can't have you in my home. I can't have you over for parties.
Aaron just
I can't have you over for dinner.
Aaron told me on the mic that only I can hear in my ears that he won't kiss you if you get into this.
All right, guys, fine.
He said he won't kiss your chest.
take a duty-
He won't
Listen.
kiss your chest.
I'm going to take a duty vow right now. I will not get into duty.
Klosterman Dildor said, careful, Andy. The duty play slope is very slippery.
It is literally slippery. It's like a shit.
That's a man who's speaking from experience.
It's streaked.
You're getting into Pazuzu play.
Okay, all right, here's the deal. I'll make a promise to you guys.
getting a
I want you to
padoodoo.
hold me accountable.
We're
I'm
going to
not
start
get
calling
into
you
duty.
Padoodoo.
You have no willpower.
I have lots of willpower, dude.
Is there a
Dude,
demon?
if we brought a hot 58-year-old in here who would shit on you, you'd do it immediately.
Yeah, but that's just for the views. That's just
what
for the
views
audience.
on YouTube? We can't get any
You guys
views.
blur it out.
His only
We got to switch to OnlyFans.
You think so?
And you will be Padoodoo, the doo-doo demon.
Come see Padoodoo, the doo-doo demon, on the
in
podcast.
Las Vegas. You'll do shows.
Yeah, man.
This guy shrugged his shoulders like, yeah, you want to turn down $1 million idea?
Do you? That's the question.
I'm making a promise to you guys. I won't be so depraved as to get into duty
Don't
play.
make a promise. Do what makes you happy, but don't tell me about it.
We're sending you to the Sausage Castle.
If I do it, I have to tell you.
You're going to get a residency at the Sausage Castle for a year.
I bet those girls take vicious fucking
sure.
beer shits.
Oh, you don't
dude,
think that they're
for the
eating
gig.
good food constantly?
Dude, all I can think about when I see that place is waiting in line to take a shit. You know?
They're like the McDonald's buffets here.
Yeah.
It's funny as you get
Yeah,
older.
for sure.
As you get older, most of the places, like when you travel and stuff, you're like, does this have the ideal accommodations for me to take a dump? That's what I look for.
Yeah. No, that's very important.
I'm nervous. I have a situation coming up that's going to be a volatile dumping situation.
And DeWitt's like, is this situation conducive to someone taking a dump on my chest?
I don't know if I would do it, and that's how do you get clean at Sausage Castle? You know
By the
don't.
way,
you just jump in the pool.
you would
That's
crush
so gross.
at concerts.
why?
Like, especially like long concert, like weekend long ones, because the line for the ladies' room is so long that you could go, hey guys, there's an alternative toilet over here. It's my chest.
All right,
Let's
here's
go
the deal.
behind the outhouse.
Here's the deal, dude. Do you think a bunch of ladies who are waiting in line to take a shit because they're hungover from the music festival are gonna want to just shit on a fat guy's chest while he beats off?
I would say
This sounds like the fucking topper to
I
any
think
music
more
festival.
than you would think
And
would
by the
take
way,
you up on it.
That is rock bottom. If I am laying on the ground at a music festival and in a trough and chicks are shitting on me over and over again,
Can we
that
charge?
is rock
Can
bottom,
we stand there and
dude.
charge money for
This
it?
guy would. He'd be like, and he wouldn't tell me. I've been charging this.
I'm your
like-
manager. I'm Padoodoo's manager, dude. Now I'm at rock bottom.
I'm ashamed.
Here's how I make
I'm
a
ashamed of
living.
everything
I
I just
manage a
said.
guy named Padoodoo, and we go to music festivals. Dude, you're at rock bottom. I'm at rock bottom. By the way, you should open a tent at Burning Man where you do this, because that would kill. And you barter. You're like, bag of rice for one dump on my chest. I'll give you a bag of rice.
Wait, I'm paying chicks in rice to take shits on my chest?
That's
Yeah.
how it works at Burning Man.
Shit
dude.
for rice trading.
That's what it's called. I have a
Called
tent that says shit
it's
for
called
rice.
chartering.
Come shit on the pig.
Also, you're like,
And I'm
you've
dressed
seen
up
him
like
at
a
music
pig.
festivals. Now he's at Burning Man. Padoodoo.
Yeah.
The doo-doo demon.
Then you'll be performing probably the next year on stage.
They'll set you on fire.
They set me on fire, and the chick puts me out by doing diarrhea all over.
All right. I've got this is.
Earl Emigrab says he's going to walk around and take a survey at the Louder Than Life Festival tomorrow.
There he goes, dude.
Let us know.
By the way,
Have a picture. Print a picture of Andrew.
If
Chicks don't like to take dumps.
How
on
about
people.
this? If he can get 10 signatures on a petition that says that they would do this, would you then sign up for it?
You told me not to.
I'll get you booked at every.
You're gonna stop being my friend if I have duty all
Not
over
if I'm
me.
making money off of it by managing you.
Sight unseen, though. You can't see any of these people who sign it.
But they're all women
Yes.
Yeah, Marjorie, Phyllis,
from The Office.
Tanya.
Lola.
Tanya Harding.
What? This guy goes, there's only one Tanya in the world. One person named Tanya in this whole world, and it's Tanya Harding.
This is the new show on HBO Max. Will Andrew fall in love as a woman shits on his chest?
It's called
That's a TLC reality
No,
show.
this is called Too Real
Tough
Sex. You're doing a show called Too Real Sex, where people are like, "This is too real. I can't take this. I don't want to see this anymore."
What's too real about it?
It's like real. You're like, what's too real about Padudu? The doo-doo demon that goes to music festivals hides behind porta-potties, and then his manager goes, "Hey, if you want to get that dump, you can do it right here on this guy's chest." He's laying in the mud behind the porta-potty.
I got a pig nose and devil horns on. My name is Padudu.
And you crawl into the porta potty toilet hole.
Oh, hell no. God damn it.
We lower you in.
I saw a great fight online of two women brawling, and they went into the porta potty during the brawl.
see
And there was
that,
some
dude.
lady.
One lady came in with a strong kick to the chest. Front
There was a lady walking out of the porta potty who
Yes,
got
she
like
was.
She got rammed in. She got like rammed back.
Dude, I'd be so pissed if I was, because I do everything in my power not to touch anything in an outhouse.
Oh, dude,
if I'm walking out,
I bet
kicking
it's
the door
your
open,
fucking
I would
nightmare, dude.
fucking lose.
Can you imagine the
Yeah.
terror in O'Neill's mind?
the brawl.
He goes in. There's flies. and
I'm
fucking,
knocked back into it by two people brawling. I think I would end that fight instantly because I would just lose my fucking
The
OCD
dry duty
mind.
sitting on top of all the pile, dude. This guy can't take it.
Say you go to catch yourself with an arm, and your arm goes in to the hole down.
I would cut it off.
Then he
Then
gets
it's
I would
no-
cut it off.
The water they have there, like those shitty sinks they have, are
dude,
terrible.
Did I tell you about my buddy who passed out? He'd get super drunk at the medieval things. He passed out face down in a urinal, in one of those
No.
porta potty urinals.
Inside
Inside it, and then when we
Lucky you
got
didn't
him,
drown.
when we got him out of it in the morning, the urine had like crystallized around his beard, so it like, like we pulled him off like glue, and we were like, "You have to go get it. You have to go to the showers right now, dude. This is disgusting."
Was he like appalled by this, or was he?
He was still fucking
shave off his
destroyed.
He didn't
dude.
really care.
No.
Wow.
Dude, I told you about when
Dude,
I
it
was
one of the
puking.
grossest things I've ever seen in my life.
I told you when I was puking, and then I passed out, and I woke up underwater, and my head was in the toilet,
No.
and I had toilet water in my mouth.
Oh God.
I told you about that.
No.
No, I was like, I'm going to be sick. I was really sick. And then I go, so I kneeled over the toilet bowl. And next thing I know, I woke up
fucking almost
and I didn't know
drowned,
where
dude.
I was. And I breathed water in. And then I pulled out my face and hair and I yelled for my wife, "Turn on the shower!"
What the fuck? You were married. You were married when you did this.
This
What's
was
that,
at my
Aaron?
apartment. This
Aaron-
is only
Why did
like,
you do
This
this?
was like 5 years ago.
When did you do this?
I never told you about this.
What's that, Aaron?
Were
Aaron
you
was
wasted?
I was so sick.
Oh God.
And then I was like, I'm gonna puke. And then
Wait,
I
you told me about you being so sick from the food poisoning that one time. Was this duty salad?
This might have no. That's a different time. This is my current. This is the current wife, place where I live. I was kneeled over because I was like, I think I'm gonna be sick, and then I just fucking passed out. Head fell in the toilet.
Oh, God.
And I opened my eyes, and I was
your
in the
fucking
toilet. I
nightmare,
didn't know
dude.
where I
That's your
was.
nightmare.
And as I pull it out, hair,
Yeah.
half my hair just soaked, face, and I swallowed toilet water. And I screamed for my wife, "Start the shower!"
Ugh.
And she's like, "What happened? What happened?" I go, "I woke up in the toilet."
Oh God, it's like such a-
Terrifying and disgusting. My nightmare.
It is
Luckily,
a
we
nightmare.
keep a fairly clean toilet bowl, but still, I swallowed toilet bowl water.
Are you still processing this?
Yeah,
It's
this is
potable.
5 years ago.
What did you say, Aaron?
It's potable. You're fine.
Yeah, that is true. We're not using gray water.
I got to get this out of my head because it came in a while ago, and now I have to get it out. Otherwise, it's going to haunt me the rest of the day. 2 Earls, 1 cup. Pretty cool.
Hello.
I like that Aaron has the same brain disease we do.
I think he's gotten worse since he's been exposed to us.
Have you noticed a decline in your cognitive ability since you've started working on this show?
100%.
Do you find yourself constantly in the need for nonsense?
I got a need for nonsense.
Do you do when you're being romantic to your wife? Do you ruin the moment by doing a bit?
No.
He's like,
"2
girls,
too
1
good.
cup. Hold on.
This is too good.
Hello.
I told you guys how Tammy would go, shut up.
Yeah, she's been infected. She's been listening to the show.
No, she did that before.
She's got a need for nonsense.
That was a psychic attack because she knew that this show was going to happen.
She's had a need for nonsense since day one.
Well, she's going to start calling you Padoodoo.
I guarantee you she will never call me Padoodoo.
even if she sees you performing.
I've never been so sure of something in my life.
Would she drop you off at the music festival and pick
How
you
much
up at
money
night?
are we making? Because if I have to leave her alone with my child and she has to do all the chores and all the other bullshit, and I'm going to dress up like a pig demon and have women shit on
Here's
me
the
for
problem.
bags of rice.
That's the problem. Everything. It's not about the art anymore. It's about the money.
All right, dude. How much money are we making off of the Padoodoo?
You're making all right living.
I want to see the Star Wagon.
all right living.
But it's not. But if you're living your dream,
That's not my dream.
you're like, I've never worked a day in my life since I became Padoodoo.
Should we check Venmo and make sure Padoodoo's available?
That is a great. Yeah, that is.
And the LLC. You don't want to.
You know, someone's gonna buy Padoodoo and try to sell it to us.
Yeah.
I want to see the Star Wagon with Padoodoo on the door. With you come out in your outfit.
If it got big enough, you could start doing. You can start being
big enough. How can this ever get big? This is a man who jerks off while women take shits on him. He lives in a trough.
This guy was doing local concerts outside of Porta-Potty.
You always start small and local. So we'll go to the county fair first.
What if we?
The guy's barking. 18 and up. 18 and up. Pay a bag of rice to shit on this man's chest.
Chili cook-off over there. We got a Padoodoo over here.
Yeah.
With
It started at the chili cook-off. Then come see Padoodoo when you're ready.
That's
to
where
take a
you
shit.
started at local fairs and you moved up. Dude, here's the thing. We would end up with a golden porta-potty and you laying on some sort of Egyptian tombstone.
I'm trying to make it classy.
And
But
you
it's
made it to the
ultimately
big
about people
stage.
taking shits on me.
You made it to the big stage. And so women line up and I go, and this is all becomes a theatrical production in Vegas. And I go, they're lining up at the fucking solid gold porta potty.
What would
And
the
I
billboard
go,
look like for that?
Just you
Padoodoo's here. Padoodoo's here.
Padoodoo is here.
And it just shows you with 2 rolls of toilet paper on each of your fingers here. You just got toilet paper and your shirt's off. With Padoodoo's in
Would you
town.
wear some sort of safety goggles or glasses?
Yeah, I think I would have to.
No, because you can't ruin the aesthetic.
I don't want to constantly have pink eye. I'll go blind.
Here's the deal.
eventually.
We have a beautiful suit for you, but it's been tailor-made so the chest is completely open.
Okay. I think
You're like thinking about it.
Oh, that'd be
I
cool.
think I'd
It'd be
rather
cool
be
if you made it
naked.
look like a toilet, and then here is like the bowl.
I would rather be totally naked, jerking my wiener, but I've got a pig nose and devil.
You have a tattoo of a toilet seat
You're
on
not
your
going to
chest.
give me a toilet seat chest tattoo.
Aaron wants to do the sound. He told me.
Is that true?
He just holds a mic.
I
up.
think this might be the worst business idea we've ever had.
I think you set up outside the Canyon Club because all those metal bands, hair metal bands,
Oh,
still play
yeah.
there.
But they have
So you
good
get
restrooms there.
women in their 40s and 50s
Yeah, but they have good toilets
are
there.
the main clientele. I mean,
But but there's no line for the bathroom.
Here's the deal: when it comes to chicks taking,
We
shit
need
on me,
places to have
I'll
a
let
line
a hot
for the
chick in her
bathroom.
20s take a shit on
What
me,
about
too,
the airport?
okay?
Maybe an airport show.
That's a stress shit. I don't.
There's
want
too many. The guy goes. The lady's like, I'm not gonna take a dump on his chest. If I just walk 50 yards that way, there's no bathroom.
That's true.
You got to go somewhere where the bathrooms are always.
Why do you think it's a
jammed.
selling point?
Oh.
Why do you think any?
Have you ever
woman-
gone to the Almonson Theater?
No.
In downtown?
I need you to answer a question for
There's
me.
always a line for the women's bathroom down there during the when you go see a
You're
play.
looking at this as a bathroom alternative, and it is not.
It starts as that.
There is no woman.
It starts as that.
There's no woman who would be like, "Why am I waiting in line for this bathroom when I could just shit and piss on a man?"
You're underestimating
You get these
how
crazy feminists.
shitworthy your chest is.
Dude, you get crazy.
You think I'm underselling myself? I need to build up my shit confidence.
Exactly.
You're also there's a lot of women who are mad at men.
It's a good episode.
And this you start out with angry women.
Time's up.
There we go. Time's up.
Shit on Andrew.
Yeah.
Get your revenge.
Time's up. Take a dump on a man.
Shit on DeWitt.
Reparations.
No, he's not DeWitt. He's Padudu.
Take a doo-doo.
The ultimate man. The symbol of toxic masculinity. Padudu. Take a dump on him.
Dismantle the patriarchy by shitting on this guy beating off.
Exactly. You can't beat off. It's a different show.
You just started with me beating off while they take dumps on my chest.
No, you put that in there. That was never part of the deal.
Your
Beat
hands,
off later.
your hands are bound behind your back, so you don't jerk it.
No.
Also, here's where we
this is
make.
either a sexual thing or nothing.
Do you want to know where we make most of the money?
Where?
$20 for photos of them doing it.
And we sell pizza.
Do you think women want photos of themselves?
Jeff
taking
can
a
sell the
dump on
pizza. He
it?
just has a pizza oven
I
right
think
now.
you guys have a fundamental lack of understanding of what a woman wants to do.
Some women.
You keep saying this. You act like we're going to find enough women who are willing to pull their pants and panties down and then shit on a man.
You don't think people would do this because they thought it was funny? At least some?
I don't think so.
0%.
I think that
These photos are artistic, by the way. They're not gross. They're like profile shots. So you just see like a cheek. Women don't have a problem with that. And then you just see it, and I'll get it in various stages. Maybe it's midair.
I think midair is probably the funniest way to see it, plopping down on me.
And those
you know?
pictures, that's where you make most of the money. And since I'm taking the pictures, I have to take a bigger cut of that.
Okay.
The booking fee will get your standard.
Here we go with the
20%
typical
of the
O'Neill
manager.
shenanigans.
I think they should be Polaroids.
I think this is a bad idea.
I think it's a good idea.
I don't understand why, but
I just don't think there's a market for it.
But how do you know until you try it?
yeah.
I you know what? That applies to a lot of situations. I don't think it applies to dressing up like a pig and begging women to shit on me for money.
You go to bars, always have long bathroom lines.
You guys keep what the fuck is wrong with your brains?
Supply and demand.
This is not a situation where a woman.
Okay, I'm waiting in line
for a bathroom.
No, hold on. Let me give you a hypothetical. I'm in line for the urinal at a ball game. It's a long line. Some guy goes, "Hey, there's a hot chick out back who loves when dudes pee on her." That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Are you going to tell me you wouldn't go?
Okay.
Her name's Pissarella. She's out back.
I would wait. You want me to piss on a
No,
woman?
I'm telling you, you're going to tell me. A guy goes, "Hey, you go. There's a hot chick out back. She's naked. You can pee on her."
Okay.
She loves it.
Dude, all right. By the way,
Or a woman comes up to you and goes, "Hey, I'm the manager of this chick, Pissarella.
yeah.
She is out back. You don't have to wait in this line. Just go pee on her out back."
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right now you're going, "Wow, my mind is blown," and I
Yeah, but
think
you're talking about a fantasy world where a woman wants strangers to piss on her.
they exist.
Yeah, everyone exists. Okay, there are billions of people, dude.
Niche is where you make your money.
What the?
Niche is
fuck,
where you make
dude?
all your money because who's going to scratch that itch?
You say I have bad ideas. This
Scratch
idea doesn't
that
have.
niche.
It doesn't have legs, man.
Dude,
Listen
have
to
a-
this. You're
yeah.
getting a lot of support in the comments.
What are they saying?
Derek says, "I'm not sure I've ever met a woman over 45 who isn't fully into dumping and beefing on dudes. I think it's part of a menopause thing."
Wait, no, is that real?
Dortle Dink says the shit pig scene is huge at Glastonbury.
There you go, dude.
Wait,
What are you? Here's the thing. This is thing. I have a business. I have a whole business thing. I'm selling CDs.
If you guys
it's called
can find
Scratch
chicks-
That Niche. And here's what it is: finding niche industries that you can dominate because you're the only guy.
how much
doing
money am I making here? Because
The sky's the limit.
This is-
how many dumps a day can you take on?
Tanner
your chest?
says if my lady had to pinch one off and the line was so long we were going to miss part of the ball game, I'd point right at Andy and give him the old steamer wink.
There you go. You have people that are. I would do it too. I'd go, "Hey, I just looked around back of this porta potty. There's a dude back there."
Earl 11 Grab says you get a Fiber One sponsor. The money's just pouring in right now.
no sponsors. No
Charmin would be your. I only wipe off my chest with Charmin when I'm done.
Or like,
Why wouldn't I take a shower? Why would I
bleach
be
wipes.
using dry
Do you
toilet paper?
want money or not? Do you want sponsors?
Fine, dude.
You'd be on the Charmin tour.
I just
A
want it.
fire hose is technically a bidet.
There you
true.
go. We'll bring the fire department.
Honestly, a
local fire department.
After a day of taking shits, I would probably need a fire hose.
How many days off would you need between shows?
I got it. I don't know. That's a good question because it
Could you go back-to-back days?
really
or-
affect my mental state.
What about this bounty? The shitter picker-upper.
This might make me sick.
So you're not in. You
I don't
said
know.
you wanted to do
I don't
this.
know if I'm in.
Careful what you wish for.
Now that these guys are telling you there's a market for this, you're like, that's not a bad idea.
It's just the reality of it. How disappointed I'd be with myself.
How disappointed would you be if you went to like a Kenny G music festival and your parents were there and your mom's like, I heard there's no line back here.
Just stop.
Can you imagine if your parents found out
You
that
have
you
to
do
stop.
this
You have
for
to
a
stop.
living? For a living.
Oh, they would be real mad.
But you were making legit millions, $5 million a year.
They would still be so pissed.
You're like, I'm doing well.
Can we do this role play? I'll play your mom. I'm calling you because I just found out about
Okay.
Padudu.
All right, fine.
This is the first call ever.
Okay.
Ring.
Hello?
Andrew.
Wow, is that my mom?
Yeah, it's mom over here.
Okay, what's going on?
I found out about Padudu.
Okay.
Real disappointed. Me and your dad. We thought we raised you better than having chicks dump on your chest behind a porta-potty.
Well, I'm making $5 million a year.
It's not about the money, Andrew.
Well-
it's about the family legacy.
Yeah, but now I can see you more often because I can afford
No,
to fly back and
Andrew,
forth.
we want you to not use the DeWitt last name. We come from a long line
Okay.
of duty-free DeWitts. Our ancestors were not eaten alive to have you go behind porta potties and have people take dumps on your chest.
All right. But if I do it for a couple more years, I can retire like rich.
Andrew, we're worth over $500 million we didn't tell you about. And we're going to
That's a
give
big
it all
surprise.
to you.
Okay,
You
then-
didn't have to do this, but
then
now
I'll-
we can't.
Well, fuck off.
Because
That's the confidence that comes with his career.
That means I have to do this for 100 years now.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you do.
We would've given you-
Hey, it's me, your mother Towley from South Park.
What would this call be worse, or would the call being like, I fully support this? I think
The
this,
fully support might be
I think this
worse.
is great for you.
Okay, let's do the reverse. Would you like this? Ring.
Hello.
Hey, Andrew, it's your mom.
Oh, hey, Mom, what's up?
Hey, so your father can't stop watching these Padudu videos. He loves them. We both do. We've invited our friends over to watch some of these videos. They all think that you're doing the Lord's work.
Hang up the phone now.
And we also have $500 million. We were gonna give it to you, but since you're making $5 million a year getting dumps on your chest, we're gonna give it all to charity.
All right. Well, at least I'm rich. Bye.
Would you be worried
yeah.
to be recognized on the street?
If I was making the amount of money that you guys tell me I was making, I would be proud of it. You know.
Oh, so it comes
publicly.
down to finance. I think you should be proud of it either. I think you should be just as proud of yourself as when you're making $50 a show as when you're making $5 million
Time
a
out.
year.
If I'm making $50 a show to leave my wife and children at home so women can take shits on me in concerts.
But here's the problem. You're taking your job and you're linking it to money. Bad move.
All right.
Bad
How far
move.
away? You better be losing money on travel.
I know. Dude, it's got to be more than $50.
$50
a show.
after travel expenses.
I have
And after
$50.
taxes. After
A
taxes.
$50 take home is all I have.
But you gotta start somewhere.
You know, my marriage will not survive. A $50 dump, chicks dumping on me.
That's
take
for the
home.
first year. After that, you start making 150. Now you're making 300.
That's putting in a lot of
then
time.
it blows up. In 5 years, you're making $5 million. All
All right, dude. Here's.
But listen, you can't don't put a price tag on
Happiness.
what you're
How
doing.
many dumps
on
a
what
day?
you're doing.
How many
That-
dumps a day am I having to have?
But before you get into that, listen to me.
'Cause
If you
I
put a
might
price
start getting
tag on
rashes.
it, if
I
you're
might
like,
start
I
getting
like
rashes,
it now
dude.
because I'm making a lot of money, then you're not in the right career.
What if I start getting real bad rashes?
You could start doing tricks where you take a shit and then there's somebody above you taking a shit onto you. The double.
Or someone can't go, so you have your own shit waiting to drop on your chest, so they're not humiliated for the photo.
You hand him a back.
So we can still make money off the photo.
You could bring monkeys in. I mean, you could really get the act.
we go, and then we start doing crazy shit. Gorilla takes a dump on your chest.
No. Time.
And then beats it in.
Full stop. None of that.
Pounds it in.
Why do you always go with the animal sex stuff?
It's not
That's
sex.
not sex.
This is a sexual show for me.
But for you,
Yeah, but not for the rest of us. Some people are just there to see
the spectacle.
Padoodoo. Yeah. It's like those. It's like those. You know that Murtaugh guy that fucking went to jail for murder.
For Lethal Weapon.
They had that. That fucking lady who was a Murtaugh fanatic, and she's like, I bought their camera and it had pictures on it. I look at their pictures every day.
All right.
So there's some people who aren't sexualizing it.
Okay. So okay.
Does this work for you or it doesn't work for you?
I don't know, man. I feel real bad.
Who's going to be your opening act?
Carrot Top.
Will you promise me not to put $1, like not to go, oh, now I feel good about this job because I make money? Feel good about the job you're doing.
No.
Then when the money comes in,
The job is I hang out in a ditch and get shit on.
It's not a ditch.
I think.
well, it could be a ditch if it's directly by the porta-potty, whatever's directly
We
by the
already have you working at Coachella next year.
Yeah. Well, it's called Smella. It's another festival before Coachella.
Cosmella.
Yeah.
You're there like a week early.
It's a side festival. You have
It's for the roadies, and it's just local.
I'm not gonna
It's local bands from India.
All right. I can't talk about it anymore. There's something about it that disturbs me.
Do you feel that I'm using you for to profit off of as your manager? Because you get a new manager. CAA, UTA, all these people be jumping the bit to get to rep you.
I think I'm a
Endeavor. Hey, maybe you get the UFC.
I feel ashamed of myself for even entertaining this idea. Okay?
You're the one who proclaimed that you're headed down this path.
And now you've talked me off of it. So thanks, guys.
But will you not put a $sign on your work?
All right, dude.
Don't feel better about yourself if you make $5 million as opposed to making.
I would feel much better about myself.
No, you should feel good about yourself. What you're doing already without that.
That's unhinged, dude. You can't be giving life coach advice to a guy who's having people take shits on.
Oh, really? How about in 5 years when I go, I make 20% of $5 million by helping Padoodoo launch his career. I can do the same for you.
That's the worst career.
Scratch that niche. It's my business model, and it's my business ideas that you can buy on CDs. I make another $5 million off that. So I make $6 million. And guess what? I felt great about this before I started making $6 million.
All right, dude, but that's because you're not laying in a ditch dressed as a pig covered in shit.
But you won't be that forever.
What do you mean I won't be that forever? You said it would take 5 years before I make $5 million.
That's not bad.
That's a lot of people taking shits on me, dude.
How do you? It could be like 3 gigs a year.
Well, you guys have successfully talked me out of it.
You know what'll cheer you up?
What?
A new Spooky Man song.
You're right, dude.
Hey boys, Spooky Man's back. Spooky season 2023. Hey beach cops and deputies, it's the return of me, Spooky. Spooky season 2023. Let me see your white pee-pee. I am Andy, undies full of shit. I am Ryan, gaslighting the wit. I am the Danish, typing all of this. I am Aaron, wanna give me a kiss. In this beach we patrol. Gonna go to Michael's by the sea and lick holes. Everybody cream, everybody cream. Spooky Man's here to invade your dreams. Eleanor's gonna smell your butt. Daddy Man does the Varvadal strut. Little traps you in his sandpit. Gonna show Holtzman where you shit. I am Spooky Man, recording this in my bathroom. I am Spooky Man, yes, it's Spooky Man, here to bring you to your doom. Bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, white, pee, pee, human, deer, pussy, eat ass, Spooky Man, Spooky Man, Spooky Man, Spooky Man. Happy spooky season.
That's real disturbing.
Dude, he's getting crazy with the production.
Spooky Man, you can come into the insane asylum now.
Dude, I
thank
love
you.
every year we got Spooky Man to look forward
But
to.
I do have to say that I don't have underwear full of shit. I don't know how that got started.
I agree.
I know how that rumor got started.
Hey, here's the deal. He doesn't. I wouldn't let him in my house if he did.
That's true.
Was
He
that a
would not.
keyboard beat? Was that what he was using?
I don't know.
Just like a generic.
He was playing one
I
off
think he
of
had
his
his
phone.
wife. He had his wife's cell phone.
Was that
while
a-
she was asleep?
Honestly, it might have been a metronome on your app.
It is the metronome app.
No,
Dude,
it just goes.
How long do you think it takes Spooky Man to write that? Couple days?
3 dumps.
Less than 3 dumps. I think he finished it in the first dump.
And then while recording, or that's only writing?
I think that he wrote it on the toilet, wiped and flushed, and then recorded
He
it.
might have spent the whole year putting this together because he's like, everyone loved the first one. How do I top it? That's a lot of pressure.
He
It's a
did top
Halloween,
it, though. He did
Halloween
top
tradition.
it. It
This
is.
is his third one, I think.
Yeah, but didn't he do?
He has a Spooky Man album of all Halloween songs.
Dude, if we put together albums of the stuff our fans have done, it would make 0 sense to anyone.
It might make sense to everyone.
No.
How about we play that behind the Porta-Potty? You want to hear something cool? It's just like that. Spooky man season. Spooky man season.
Oh, speaking of things that don't make sense, will you describe the video that I sent you yesterday?
Yeah. Andrew went to a talent show. By the way, there was 2 showings of it.
Yeah, I went to.
It wasn't just one.
My kid's talent show.
Yeah, your daughter was in it. You weren't
Yeah.
just going to a random. You're like, "Ooh, talent show at the kids." School.
No, it was my daughter's talent show.
You
at the
sent me a
school.
video, and this was the kids' talents.
Yeah,
All right, so it's a stage, large stage.
yeah.
One kid is just randomly dribbling a basketball. One kid's
That's
kicking a
it?
soccer ball around.
Yes.
Another kid sitting on the edge of the stage playing with a Rubik's Cube. And then you said there was 2 other kids.
No, and there's a kid singing while this is
there's
going on.
And I said, this isn't talent.
Yeah, well, there's also.
They need to
2
set the
kids-
bar higher.
There's 2 kids drawing off to the
Yeah,
side,
and I said-
they're being timed while they're drawing.
I said, this isn't a talent show. This is recess. You could drive by any school and see this scene going
How
down.
crazy did it look, though,
Dude, I thought the people who put this on had lost their fucking. I thought they were on acid.
Is this Padudu?
They got the biggest round of. The parents loved it.
I wish we
all
could show you, but
fucking
it
loved
has it obviously has kids in it. But
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
nothing going. It's. You said that there was a woman with Down syndrome who sang a beautiful song,
Yeah, she did.
and
the
then
best.
they're like,
She was
and next
amazing.
up, we have a guy dribbling a basketball, not well.
Yeah, and then-
another guy not barely kicking a ball.
And then a
Another guy
kid
not
played-
finishing a Rubik's cube.
Then a kid played like concert level piano, like
Well, they're like, what are you doing here? You belong in a real talent
super
show.
impressive. You know,
I said, if you're gonna do this, you need to do something. You've got to just put a label on it, like we used to do, where we'd be like, we're deconstructing toxic masculinity, because then people go, oh, this is something. There's a poignant thing when it's not. It's just doo-doo jokes.
Who hosted? A
But you
teacher?
need to say
Yeah.
a deconstruction of recess.
They're like, here's Reggie dribbling a
Indoors.
basketball.
They said now we have a multi-talent act.
Oh, Tyler will
there
be
was
kicking.
zero talent on that stage.
He solved the Rubik's cube.
He probably
What
had
were
it
the
set
kids-
up perfectly to do
What
it.
were the kids drawing on time?
One was drawing a house, and the other one was drawing a beach at sunset.
One kid was psychic, and he was drawing a guy by the porta-potty having a hot chick think about it.
What was your daughter's talent?
She sang.
How was
She
it?
did a really good job.
Did
I
anyone
was
do
really
tarot
proud of her.
readings?
Were people like, hey, I wish you had someone kicking a ball around while you were up there?
A couple of people booed your daughter and go, dribble a basketball.
They did. They did. I will
Play
say,
with a Rubik's Cube.
every parent was so stoked to see the chaos when that act went on, because it was like
I watched 2 seconds of it and I lost my I go, what is happening here?
we watched it for 3 minutes.
I think you all clapped. It was a pity applause.
No, it wasn't a pity applause.
What I brought up to
it
you
was genius, because the whole talent show should be that way.
What I brought up to you
Because
is if you would have
got rid of 5 acts at once, dude.
if you would have gone up and
That's-
gone, this
that's
isn't
true.
a talent. One guy would have applauded,
I'm
and then
mad
everyone
as
turned
hell.
away. And I'm not going to take it anymore. Andrew DeWitt, Network 2.
talent show, kids talent show.
It was
Dude,
crazy.
It was crazy, but I will say that I loved it. I thought it was the best part of the talent show was that chaos.
I
It
hope
was
you
so
didn't tell your
crazy.
daughter that.
Well, no. Obviously, the best part is her singing beautifully.
Honestly, that
you
was
know?
the Beach Cops section of that talent show.
It was.
Did
The
they
video is outrageous.
Did they
it
know?
was a genius move.
I erased it because I go, I can't. I watched it twice and I go, this is mind-boggling.
Did the kids know that this was like avant-garde, or they just thought this?
They
was
didn't
cool?
know it was. They don't even know what avant-garde is.
No. I think they thought. Okay.
I put the avant-garde spin on it to bring some sort of meaning to it.
The reason they did
this
it
was just
was
bullshit.
that the talent show was running a little bit long, and so
And none of them had a talent, clearly. So they're like, you guys are all together.
So they put everyone together. It was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people all at once doing their talent all at once.
Do you know what would have been better?
Do you know how much that cuts the list down, dude?
But having a guy a kid, a boy or girl, stand up there for 3 minutes in dead silence and stare at everybody. That's a fucking talent.
That did happen.
Without any nerves or anything, just stare, and everyone gets real uncomfortable. That's a fucking talent.
There's a kid dressed as a banana who was stood on stage.
I thought he danced.
He did dance, but he was too scared to really dance, so he was just kind of wiggling.
Oh, no, but I'm saying dead silence. And they're just staring at you.
Dude, it was unbelievable. These talents were unbelievable, dude.
Well, don't call them talents.
They were talented.
How about the Rubik's Cube was under 3 minutes?
He did it under 2 minutes, dude.
Was anyone done before the rest?
The Rubik's Cube finished way early.
So what did he do? He just sat there?
Sat up there holding up the Rubik's Cube and nodding like, yeah, I did it. It was crazy, bro.
Is your sister, is your daughter friends with any of these people?
Yeah. And it was great. Like,
Did she like their talent?
Yeah,
Or did she think, she go, that's bullshit?
She's like, I had to learn a song and they just do this horse shit?
Well, one of them did learn a song. He's like singing beautifully next. Dude, unbelievable. So this kid is standing there singing, and next to him, a dude is dribbling a basketball.
Why did
between his legs?
Why
and then
didn't
it's
the
falling
singer-
over, and he's catching it, like running after it, and dribbling it.
But why
again.
didn't the singer get his own showcase?
Because they were running behind.
Dude, that's crazy. They go, all right, well, now we're just going to put all the talents together.
They did it earlier too, where they had
I would sue the school.
They had a lady singing, and then a kid singing, and 2 kids doing gymnastics.
This is why
in the
teachers need to be
background.
paid less.
No,
Because they put together horse shit. And by the way, you had to go twice.
I did go twice.
Why not just have it once when everybody's off work?
Yeah,
Because they're like, well, this
that
is for
would've been
some
great.
teachers or for some parents who have to work. You're like, yeah, well, just do that.
Or just video
one
it.
time.
Well, I was glad I went because honestly, the energy in the air with that chaos, the parents loved it. You know, like we were like going, yeah.
Were you sitting with parent pals?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Were you high?
No, I wasn't high.
Do you think that parents loved it? Because and I feel like that kind of show could have incited pure chaos in the crowd. Where people started doing wild shit.
Oh, people were clapping. You can hear everyone clapping along with them, and people were like parents were dancing because it
But
was
it's
so
not, is this
crazy.
mocking or supportive? I don't get.
It's a combination of both.
Okay.
It really is because
I would've
we are
gone up
supporting
there-
it. Well, we were genuinely impressed that kid did the Rubik's Cube in 2 minutes. You know,
Then why didn't he have his own showcase? I would have
Because
gone
you
up.
can't just watch a guy do a Rubik's Cube.
I would have gone up and slapped the kid dribbling the
I want
basketball.
only these multi-talent shows from now on. I want only this.
I will say, but you couldn't handle more than 10 minutes of
I
it.
could. Well, here's the deal. When you look
The
at that
video is
list-
outrageous.
When you look at that list and you see 40 kids' names on there, and you watch the first 3 kids get up there and sing, but they are too
1
embarrassed
minute
to sing,
is fine.
So they're like whispering into the microphone, and that's 3 minutes. And you look at that list, and there's almost 40 more to go.
Yeah, but why is everyone getting-
You were like, thank God we're doing 5 at once.
You need to try out. You try
Why-
out for everything else.
Why wouldn't you do 1
They
minute
did
per kid?
tryouts.
1 minute
They
is a long time.
accepted 40 acts.
did.
That's not a tryout.
They did tryouts, though.
How many kids
There are
are
people
in
who
there?
didn't make it.
How many
What?
kids could there have been? How many
People who
kids
didn't
could
make
there
it.
have been?
There's a kid who didn't make it. He got
No, but
real
how many
upset.
kids?
He
How
was
many
acting
kids
like a
could it
dinosaur. That was
potentially
his
have been?
talent.
How many
For
kids
real.
could there potentially have been?
I don't know, but a bunch of them did it.
Do the teachers have any idea how long 3 minutes is?
No, it's super long though.
Yeah, I know. So a minute would be sufficient for all of these kids.
Yes, that's true. But they
So these
they were
teachers-
singing whole songs.
It should be a gong
part
show.
of a song for 1 minute.
Dude, gong show's too brutal for these kids.
That'd be great. Bong.
Right away.
All right.
You see a kid dressed up as a banana right away. Bong.
You're not
Like,
dancing. You're
It
shaking.
was. I loved his act, though. You know. Also, a ton of kids and all the dance moves. I was seeing a lot of the dollar bill dancing, where they fan out the dollar, make it rain.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Were they
like, who's
doing
teaching
real
these
dollars?
kids to do? No. Who's teaching these kids
That
to do
dude,
the making it rain
if I were,
stuff?
if I had like a rich parent, or if I were a rich parent, I'd go, here's like $1,000 and $1 bills. Just fucking start tossing it into the crowd.
That's your talent.
Just fucking start
Being rich.
Yeah. And then you go, and by the way, the
Works
parents
in
would
this
go
town.
crazy. Parents would go crazy. They'd be clawing each other trying to get that money.
Did you approach any of the kids after to represent them?
I did say, hey, good job. You know.
What'd they say?
Thanks.
And they're like, I practiced kicking my soccer ball.
Well, I said
The
some of these.
soccer one was crazy.
You have industry
Because
professionals.
he's literally just dribbling it with his feet back and forth. And dude, it is bananas, dude. It's bananas. I loved it.
But there's industry professionals in the crowd, so they are auditioning kind of for maybe a potential spot on a TV show.
That's true.
If you needed a kid and you saw a talented kid, you're like, hey, Rubik's Kid Cube's got what it takes.
Elementary school's got talent.
Dude, he did crush it, though. And everyone cheered when he did.
But
it.
I agree that I think he would have been better off by himself.
No. Dude, after you
They'd
see
be
the
sitting
first,
on a toilet.
After you see the first couple of acts, the relief of seeing them get through 5 acts at once is so amazing.
That's why you guys were all cheering.
Dude, it's unbelievable. You're getting to see so much. You're never bored. You're like, you can look anywhere on the stage and something crazy's happening. A kid singing, okay.
How did
that's
it
pretty
end?
good. When the song was over, they just all stopped what they were doing.
Just like, oh, there it is.
And the song was the timer for the artists.
What was
too.
the song?
I don't remember.
The problem is,
I
it's
couldn't
such,
even hear it because the parents were clapping so loud. He just started screaming at the mic. He's like, like because like the clapping got so loud.
Also,
was
why
crazy.
not do 2 minutes? The 3 minutes is way fucking long to
3
watch
minutes
something
was
brutal.
long. Yeah, dude.
By the way, you got to switch over.
Okay.
They should have given him the light.
Oh man, the free people aren't gonna hear my ideas.
That's what you entice them for.
Well, there you go. If you want to hear the ideas, come over to the Patreon.
Patreon.com/beachcops.
/ Andrew's ideas.
Hear Andrew's thoughts, his ideas.
His hopes.
Hear it all.
His yawns.
Hey, if you want to hear more yawns, come over to the Patreon. Andrew's getting real tired.